All right, let's get this thing going, man. We had some little stumbles and bumbles, but let's get the episode popping. So first off, I'm Rod. It's Big Mike.
What's happening?
Big Mike. And man, so we're excited again to all. I mean, as always, right? Like anytime we get together, like forget about y'all for a second. Anytime we get together, we have a good time, and so I'm always excited to sit down with Mike and talk. All things manhood. Share some grown man game.
For sure.
He's always got something that he want to share with me that I think enriches my life, and I hope that it does the same. So you guys get to be a fly on the wall and just join in for a second. So appreciate you.
Sip to that.
Cheers.
Put this cognac down.
Yeah, right. It's got to be anything is possible, right?
Anything is possible. Yeah, man. So what are we getting into? Well, you know what? Let me rewind that, man. What is going on with you? How was your weekend? How are things going? Let me know, man. Let's get into it.
Yeah, man. So it's been a good week. Summer is officially here, so
Yes,
I'm officially off work.
So you ain't got no job right now. Man.
Yeah, no, man. I don't have any.
I think they got a ghost in here, bro.
That's wild to randomly just start printing.
No, if it got a bunch of sixes on it, we know what time it is.
It's printing a novel too.
Just cancel it. He said, "You can't cancel me. You can't cancel me. You ain't no cop, J. Ring. You ain't no cop."
That's a classic. That's a classic. I don't even know what he meant by that, but because he was a cop.
For sure.
Yeah, maybe he meant you just like one of us, but he was for sure a cop. That was his occupation. That's who signed his checks. No, I was saying, but unofficially off work for the summer. I still have like some work check-ins, but there's no events and no like in-person stuff for me to do. So I'm on the clock, but off the clock, right? So if something pops up, I got to do something, but more often than not, I'm pretty chill.
All right.
Which means what is happening?
You ain't no cop, J. Reed. He said, "You nigga, you can't stop me now. For Prince now, I'm gone."
Yeah, it's that time for everybody to go. Yeah, so just chilling, get to spend some time with the family.
Nice.
This week, that's pretty much all we did. We spent time together, hung out, which is always nice, right? We look forward to this time of year. It's the first summer that Ari isn't off with us. So that's interesting because she's working during the day, like in her office, which we're in right now, but in her office, and we're outside doing stuff. So that's different. But
welcome to my world, Ari.
But it's been pretty good. We got some stuff on deck, trying to go see all of the sites in California, go to museums and things like that. But
Nice.
Your boy was in the doctor today.
I know what that's like.
Yeah, so I had to go to the doctor. Super random. Wednesday night, I had to work at the gym. Came home, my foot was sore. I'm like, I don't know what happened. I didn't really do nothing. I haven't worked out. I worked out on Tuesday, but I did upper body, so my legs should be fine. I didn't run or anything extra, but my foot was sore. So it started to kind of swell up. And then like, all right, I'm gonna put some ice on it to be all right. Put some ice on it, went to sleep, woke up next morning, loaf of bread.
Oof.
Yeah, had the sourdough for it.
It was sourdough?
Yeah, it was swollen.
Not bad.
So iced it a little bit in the morning to get the swelling down, took some ibuprofen, and I'm from an old school of rehab where it's like I ain't gonna be no bitch, so I'm just gonna walk it off, right? Like put some dirt on it. It'll be fine. I didn't actually because I know I didn't actually do anything to it. I'm like, it's not structural. So it might be maybe like a strain or something like that. It'll go away. Bruh, all day, throbbing, super painful. So me and Ari went out to dinner and we're sitting there. I had to take my shoe off at the table. I had to take my sock off because
we there.
We was in dinner with one shoe on.
Dang.
At one of our favorite restaurants too. But my foot swole up inside my shoe and I couldn't, it was just too painful to keep it on.
Dang.
So she's like, "You're going to the doctor." Whatever. So she actually set an alarm, and I was asleep. I heard her this morning talking to the doctor, and I was like, oh man. So I ended up going. Nothing's conclusive yet, but they think it's just gout.
Okay.
Which means I need to eat better and make sure I take care of myself. That's what they say, right? She's like, yeah, have you been drinking lots of beer? I'm like, no. Lots of red meat? I do like burgers. So
yeah, this is the Burger King, the real Burger King.
Yeah. I'm the hamburgler. She's like, so you may need to cut back on that. And sometimes dark green vegetables will get you. I'm like, that's all the stuff that's what I eat.
It's a cold game.
My whole menu.
Right?
Now I got to eat real food. So we'll see how it goes. I'll get the blood test back and see how it is. But it's not hurting right now. Well, it's hurting, but it's like a 2 out of 10 right now. So I'm good other than that,
Damn, man.
It is what it is. I'm 42, man. You almost 50, so we just
gonna go ahead and graduate me, huh? 6 years, huh? Okay.
I just want to see you be great, man. I see you in the future.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, future Mike.
Well, I woke up this morning and my feet feel great. You know what I'm saying? So just to let you know,
just give it some time. They said like Novocaine, just give it some time. It works.
But yeah, man, we're the same, man. Summer's cracking. Maddie's officially out of school.
That's dope.
Shout out to y'all for coming to the graduation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's one thing I was talking to Tiff about. Like, it's dope having a tribe.
Yeah.
Like, we have a tribe. She has a tribe. Like, that's what you need.
Yeah.
That's what you need because it's crazy. It's crazy times. It's always going to be crazy times, really, outside. But when you got your tribe, it's like, we good.
Yeah.
We all right. We all right. But yeah, that's what we did this weekend, and nice little sleepover with her friends. So they were turning up. We went ahead and recorded a hit song right quick, because Big Mike puts it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was dope.
And now we chilling, man. We right here sitting on the mustard couch, about to give y'all some game, man.
Yeah, listen, here's the deal. You go to Uncle Mike's house and he turned into Joe Jackson. I can imagine he had my babies crying.
Yeah. Turn off. While you got the fan on, the mic's going to pick it up.
Exactly.
It's going to be hot. Deal with it.
In there sweating and crying. You can hear the pain in the vocals.
That's how you get it out of them, man.
Summertime. But no, I appreciate the productivity, and I told you this. I appreciate the productivity of the sleepover, because usually sleepover is like, oh, we go play Roblox all night, stay up, eat candy, do random challenges we seen on YouTube, and then 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning they just going to sleep. That did happen
for sure.
They made a hit record. They was drawing, doing art, like all kind of stuff. So that's also one of the cool things about having tribe is you can send them to somebody's house and know that they're gonna be taken care of,
right,
in a way that's similar to the way that you would take care of them, right?
Yeah.
Or that's gonna look out for them or look out for you, right, in a way that benefits not only you but them as well. So yeah, it's super dope. Like, I think obviously there's a lot of men that are trying to like kind of live in this world and provide and protect and take care of their families. But it's not that it's easier, but it's more comforting to have somebody else on your team that's kind of going through it, that can support you, but then also like, man, come get these kids, dog. Like,
help me out.
Listen, can they come stay at your house?
Yeah.
Just for a few hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's real, because we've been able to do that with y'all so many times. And, we talked about it on the first episode, like losing my mom, who was an anchor for taking, me and Tip's daughter, Maddie, whenever we needed to do something or whenever we needed a moment. But, we had, my brother and my sister-in-law, but, just losing that, but gaining y'all to step up and be like, hey, bring her over here. And then we had some other friends, hey, bring her over here. If y'all need a moment, bring it. Woo, woo, woo. And that's what we do. We can still get these date nights in. We can still have these moments. And Maddie's having the time of her life. And we get to, like you said, we don't have to worry, like, okay, what's she over there doing? They smoking weed and snorting cocaine. What's going on? Nah, man, they chilling, having a good time.
Right, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Brad going to have them doing burpees or wall sits or something. But
Nah, not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
But man, listen, she's the athlete now. So if she come over and it's a workout day, she got to get it in with everybody else. Like, I tell the girls all the time, this is more throwing related. I told them that, or actually it was running. I think it was running. I told one of them that they can't run like a girl. Like, stop running like a girl. And Ari was like, that's so sexist. I'm like, yeah, I don't mean it like that, but I mean like, yo, you're an athlete right now. Like during this time we're working out, like don't be flailing your arms. Like, listen, man, you're an athlete. You don't run like an athlete. Come to the house in this workout time, you're an athlete. You got to work out with the athletes. Just hey, it is what it is.
Get it in. Yeah.
It'll happen.
See, I do the reverse. I'm not talking about the workout part, but like I'll be, play fighting with my daughter, and I'll be like, stop hitting me like a boy. Hit me like a girl. You know what I'm saying?
What does that mean?
I mean, she hit me too soft. Like, oh, you hit me like a little boy. Hit me like a girl. Hit me like a woman.
Got you.
Bah!
So you're trying to empower her.
Rewire her brain, brother. Her brain. So that she connects and the synapses connect to her brain and let her know
that women are strong. I got you. That makes sense. I like that mindset shift.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So we talked a little bit. I mean, you kind of mentioned it, like us, having a tribe kind of helping us with being a partner.
Right.
And I was talking about, as men, we want to provide, but there is that part of us in a relationship that's just as important, right? Like everybody wants to provide because we feel like that's our responsibility. But outside of the provision, how are you partnering your partner? Partnering your partner. I guess that's how you say it. Right?
Like sugar free.
Maybe how are you showing up as a partner, right? And I think a lot of us, one, we don't get any game on that, right? Like there's not a whole lot that I know. My dad wasn't like, hey, this is how you be a husband, right? Or this is how you treat a woman. I think a lot of us will maybe lead by example, but we don't have the conversation, right? When we do have conversations about relationship, we usually are sharing the negatives, right? Like dudes are talking about being henpecked or whatever. But they're not telling you how.
Did you say henpecked?
Henpecked, yeah.
You sound, you might be in your 50s, bro.
Yeah, that's what my stepdad used to say. That was his thing. It was women are henpeck you. He's like, that's why we going bald. That's why men go bald right here, because women be henpecking them.
Is that what happened?
That's it. That's why they call it. Man, you get it from your mama, male pattern baldness, because women did it. But anyway, so I don't think that we share enough of that game. So I think this would be a great episode to give some grown man game on how to be a partner, right? And I think, not that I'm perfect, because I don't think I'm perfect at all. And you can bring Ari in here and she could tell you all the ways that I'm wrong.
Right.
But I think we both are doing a good job. And I think we can at least speak from a place of intention. Even if we're not perfect, we can kind of share some of the things that we think make a good partner and how you can do that.
Yeah, I like that.
So I'll put you on the spot, brother. What is it that you are doing, or maybe something that you can share on being a partner and how to do that, maybe at a high level or at any level? Yeah, what are some of the key components of being a partner in a relationship?
Ooh. That's it, y'all. I'm out. I had nothing. I think one of the main things that I've been able to notice and do and see how it affects Tiff in a positive way is, one, the support, right? Because everybody has a dream that, they want to do, and, they want to reach these certain goals. Support them in the goals. That's how I'm trying to be, a good partner, not just a provider. I support her in her goals. I let her voice her goals to me. As men, sometimes, we don't talk like how women talk in a way.
Right.
Maybe we should at sometimes, but like hey, bro, today I was thinking I really want to in the future. Nah, it's like, hey, what's happening, man? Chilling. Okay, what you want? Okay, yeah, let's connect. Okay, then we'll do bam. Done.
Right.
Women are more like, girl, I've been working on trying to do this for so long, and it's just one of my lifelong dreams. So being able to give her the space to talk to me and actually just focus on what she's saying and not trying to, give her the solutions to whatever issues or, whatever.
Yeah, just
turning that part of my brain off. Just boop. Just listen, input, and then if she asks, what do you think I should do? Then I get the fire off.
Right.
And, she's been, solid in what she's been wanting and asking me and just supporting her. I have to support her.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's income. Sometimes it's, okay, you go run that errand and do that, what you want to do, and I'm going to stay here with Maddie, and we're just going to go do this or go to the movies while you're handling business.
So like giving her space to.
Yeah. Dame espacio.
Yeah, I like that, man. Because I think we, one, as men, we're natural fixers, right? So if you give me a problem, I'm going to give you a solution. But that's not always the case. That's not always what they want. And so I do something more with the girls than Ari. I try to be more subtle about it with Ari because I feel like asking it the way that I ask the girls is a little bit like maybe aggressive, maybe not. I feel like I could be a little more direct with them because I'm their dad versus their actual partner.
Yeah.
But when they tell me something, I'm like, hey, do you want solutions or do you want sympathy? And what I mean by that is, do you want me to try to help you solve it or do you just want me to hear what you're saying? Right.
Okay.
Because then that gives me that allows me to figure out okay, at the end of this, when you stop talking, am I gonna dive into okay, this is what I heard and this is what you can do, and or do you just want me to hear what you're saying? You want to feel heard, you want to feel understood. And honestly, I should be doing that anyway, but I'm really trying to gauge how you want me to respond. Right? It's like, do you want answers or do you want ears? Right? That's probably a softer way to say it. Right? And
you still might get cussed out from your wife for sure.
Yeah, no matter how you say that, if you have to say it to your wife, it's probably not going to go over well. But you have to be able to decipher, I think, what this thing that she's talking to you about needs. And I think a lot of that is emotional intelligence, right? Like we don't have as men a large amount of emotional intelligence. Like we can be very, very educated on a lot of things. I think we're phenomenal with body language. I think we read body language really well. And this is kind of something that I was actually just talking to Ari about. We have skills in a lot of things that we do physically. But it's the emotional parts of life that we don't have a great deal of expertise in because like you said, when we pick up the phone, we're very direct in what we're talking about. Like we're not talking about, undertones and the things that you're feeling, like how things make you feel or how the emotions that are tied to an activity, unless never. Like we really don't get into that, right? And so when we get with a partner, and women are just naturally more emotionally tied or emotionally centered, the conversations can very easily go off the rails because I'm coming at you with action and you coming at me with emotion. Yeah. So I think for men, working on emotional intelligence and understanding what it is and how you can use it is extremely important. I think we aren't as socially aware and like how we show up in that conversation, right? Like, if I'm listening to you to give you action, my body language doesn't show that I care, right? Like when you're telling me, I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Like I'm right, like, fast nodding you, trying to get you to hurry up and get to the end.
Come on with it now.
Okay, all right, and then just give me the bottom line. Like I feel like that all the time, and I have to fight. I have to fight.
Oh, it is a fight, bro.
I have to fight saying it and just sitting in and listening and trying to follow the story and make the connections and like trying to stay engaged because you said something like 2 lines ago and I could have just. Right there, we could have just solved the whole thing. Like we didn't even need to get to what else happened. But I think when you're trying to be a partner, you have to put your own stuff aside, right? Like and really take that partner into account and what it is that they're trying to accomplish. But I think you said it best, and it's communication. Yeah, right. Because if I don't know what she wants or what she's trying to accomplish, and we're not having those conversations, then I can't really help her in doing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think we've talked about this before. I don't remember when. I feel like we talked about it a long time ago, but having or talking war during peace times. Can we talk about that?
I know we did, but I don't really remember.
Like a million conversations. So it's probably, right. But when I say that, I don't always do it, so I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm perfect. But when I say you talk war during peace times, you think about countries, right? Like the like NATO and all these the countries, they get together. Nobody's at war, but they're talking about, okay, when war breaks out, if something were to happen, this is how we're going to handle it.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and so we have conversations about war, not in war, because when you're in war, it's emotionally charged. You're going to say something that, you know, maybe you're going to regret. But, you know, if you could talk about things that may spark a war when things are good, right? And as men, we don't want to do that. I'm non-confrontational to the fullest. Like, I don't want to talk about problems when there ain't no problems, but if I don't, when the problems arise, they're 10x, right? Because they've been building up all this time.
Yeah, I say it all the time. I don't believe in walking on eggshells, but I also don't believe in walking on a frozen lake. Like, okay, I know that's a lake. It's frozen. They say it's cool, but no, I don't need to really walk on that lake.
Right.
I already know what's going to happen.
Right.
Or what could possibly happen. Nah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to set myself up just for the sake of saying, hey, we talked about war. But I do think there's some level of that where I think it was Jay Shetty. He has a book with his wife where they talk about we spend a lot of time learning our partner's love language, but we don't know their fight language, right? And so when things go awry, there's like a certain way that I want to handle problems, and there's a way that she wants to handle problems, and I need to understand. Like, I may be the shutdown type, right? Something happens, I don't want to talk anymore, but she's the talking type, so I can't shut down with the talker because that's only going to escalate the problems, right? And then if she's a talker and I'm a shutdown, she keep talking at me. Now that makes it worse because all I want to do is let's just forget about it and move on, right? And so you need to know your partner's fight language in order to navigate the fight. Not that the fights aren't going to happen, but to navigate them in a way that you both come to an understanding and understand that, you know, you're in it together.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's no winning, right? No one wins the fight. Like, and I think a lot of times we go into it trying to win. Like, I'm trying to out-talk you or trying to prove a point or trying to hurt you because that'll make me feel better. But at the end of the day, no one wins when the family feuds.
Oh, sir. Yeah, I remember I had a moment. I always say it was like a message that I got from God, but I just remember just me and Tiff was going through something, arguing, whatever. And then like maybe like a day later or something, it was like, Mike, do you want to be happily married or do you want to be right? I was like, you know what? I want to be happily married. So it's just, even if she's saying 1 + 1 is 19, just hear her out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, baby, 1 + 1 is 2. You're tripping. 1 + 1 is 19. And you just hear her out. And then once the conversation progresses, you figure out, oh, it ain't got nothing to do with the 1 + 1 part. She was, the way you talked to me, it really hurt me when you said that. I know that 1 + 1 is 2, but woo, 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 woo.
Right. Yeah.
And it, you know, it tends to work itself out once you have that good level of communication. But it's like, yeah, man.
Yeah. Somebody told me that men take too much rationale into relationship, right? Because our interactions with other men is like it's rational. Like, this is X is X. Like, it is what it is. Like, it's not like a gray area to some stuff, right? Sometimes it just is what it is. But I think women, not to say that they're not rational, a lot of times they're not, but like,
oh, shoot,
they are maybe more. Maybe they put more thought in. I don't know. I don't know. Things just aren't what they are. Like, 1 + 1 isn't just one. It's like there's one thing and then there's another thing, and then those things come together, and like there's a whole story behind it, and there's a feeling. Like, the first one really felt like they were being pushed together with the other one. Like, you know what I mean? It's not just the math.
They got that Terrence Howard math.
Right, yeah.
Baby, you think that one is one, but it's 1 times 1, man.
Right.
Okay.
And it's everything with a woman is a word problem. Right. Ultimately, you have to figure out what the equation is inside of it, but it's always a word problem, right?
Hold on, I need to mark the time on here.
Right.
Hit that bar one time.
But I feel like that's what it is, right? Because when you see a word problem, there's a lot of stuff that's going around the actual stuff that's confusing, right? And if you're not reading it the right way, you may think what's supposed to be multiplication is division, right? But if you understand, or you take the time to figure out how to understand how to read the word problem, then you can solve it. It could be as simple as 1 + 1, but it's like Sally had 5 nickels and then she went over, like, you know what I mean? And it's super basic if you can understand where it's coming from.
Exactly.
And that's why I say that emotional intelligence is important, because you have to understand maybe the context of the conversation versus, whereas you and I talk, I'm like, man, dog, I might even say it this way. This is probably more emotional. I don't like the way you talk to me like that. It might even be there. It's straight. We go straight past that to like,
I feel some type of way. Yeah.
And then we, you know what I mean? And you understand me and I understand you, and we know it's a hostile situation. But what really could be said is like, hey man, yesterday when we was talking, you said whatever you said, and it upset me, Mike. And then you go, so what, nigga?
Yeah, you get mad up, nigga.
Right. But like, that's the conversation that they want to have versus like, we're just like, yo, I'm mad at you and you got to do something about it, or we're going to have to do something.
Yeah, that's real. Which is not necessarily a good thing, but And
that's not partnering, right? Like that's, like I said, when you are talking about, I won an argument versus I lost an argument, that's not a partnership.
Right.
Right. When you're a partnership, you guys are both winning or losing together. Right. And if you are winning, then the team is losing. Right. Because at the end of the day, your progress, if you progress and she regresses, then you went backwards. Right. Because you're only as strong as the weakest person in the team.
That part.
And if you're intentionally trying to make sure that she's the weakest person in the team through your arguments or through your interactions, young fella, it's going to be a long day.
27 hours.
Yeah. So, what would you say? Like, okay, I don't know how you gauge it, because there's those both parts of it, right? We talked about partnership and provision, and we kind of shared like how to be a better partner or some things to look at in terms of being a partner. But as far as being a provider, do you feel like there's, I don't even know how to phrase it, but like, is there like a scale of how you do that? Like at what point you're more provider than, or are you always provider and then this partner on top of it? You know what I mean? Like how does that work? And then in that, does your provision give you more leverage in your partnership?
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like we go into and we say we're 50-50 in this partnership, but I'm providing 100%. Not that you're not providing something else, but like my provision is maybe weighted heavier in this situation. So does that mean that in our partnership, I got more say? You get what I'm saying? Like, how does that work?
So for me, I would look at it like this. I think first of all, when you're talking about providing, a lot of times as men, the only thing that pops into our head is either how much money we bring to the table or who we got to sock out if something goes crazy, right? That's the two things that we always think that's what provision is. That's what providing is. I've kind of changed my thinking from that to, okay, providing is the same way if I'm having a disagreement with Tiff, I have to provide that example for her to how we move in an argument. So I can't be the one being like, well, then act you then.
Yeah.
With that bull. Nah, I got to keep it cool. I got to keep it calm. I got to give her an example of this is how we do things. And I have to give my daughter the same example of how a man is supposed to talk to a woman when they are in conflict, right? That to me, that's provision. Another part of provision is also, I gotta set that example, but another part of provision is also maybe stepping back when you need to step back. Taking time away when you need to take time away. Helping in certain ways that aren't quote unquote masculine. Like I was saying earlier, okay, if she got things that she's trying to do to, better herself or for her business, oh, okay, I'm going to go take Maddie to go get her nails done. I'm going to take Maddie to her dentist appointment. I'm going to take Maddie to do this. I'm going to wash the clothes and the dishes and I'm going to get the house right. It's not just take the trash out and cut the grass. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to be that partner and to give you that provision. Because I do feel like if we are a partnership, we're 50-50 partners. Now, every partner doesn't do the exact same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're partners in this. We in your house. We're using some of my equipment, some of your equipment. 50-50. So when Spotify sent us that, letter of 25 million intent, what we want to do, it's still going to be 50-50.
Right.
I'm not going to be like, listen,
well,
man.
we use my camera, so
that should be, like it gets crazy. So imagine that with your wife, with your girl. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I agree, man. Like I know in the relationship, we talk about relationships being 50-50, and that's in terms of like, I'm responsible for a part of it. She's responsible for a part of it. But in reality, like we go into it and give 100%. Right. And if I'm giving 100%, then sometimes the lines get blurred on what it is that I do, my responsibilities or my roles. Right. There's some things that are just naturally, she's not going to change the oil. Not this, like if it came to her change the oil, she would take it somewhere to change the oil. Right. But the oil will still get changed. She just does it a different way. Right. But like there are some things that I do that she just doesn't do because I do them, not that she's not capable. Right. And I think that when we talk about gender roles, I think they were so hard set. It was almost like women could not do them or men could, like we just weren't capable of washing dishes or washing clothes. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, what we put the soap in the water? Like,
that's crazy.
You know what I mean? And not that was ever the case, but it was just like, hey, God, I think in a time before us, it had gotten so hard line that there just was not things that we do. But I think in order for us to be partners, sometimes I got to pick up your slack. And sometimes I need you to pick up mine, right? Like, even though we're going into this relationship and I'm giving you 100% of me, some days my 100%, all I have to give you is 70% of me today. Because, work killed me. I'm hurt. Like, I'm sick. I can only give you 70%. So I need you to pick me up on that other 30. And that might mean today that I need you to take the trash out. Right. Because if I'm down and you don't take the trash out, well, when the flies come or like, when the house starts stinking, that's my fault, but it's also your responsibility because you got to live in it too.
Yeah.
Like, and so I think there is a different thought process from me, especially on what provision means. Like there is the monetary provision, and that is your responsibility as a man to provide. But provide is so much bigger. Like it's multi-layered, right? Protecting is multi-layered. It's not just about, knocking somebody out. It may be about protecting your family's feelings or protecting them from, what they might see or hear on TV or social media. Like there's so many layers to it. And I think we put ourselves in a box or put ourselves in a single lane, which is like, I go make money. I put it in the account. I did my job. Yeah, right? If somebody come in the house, I'm gonna fight them to the death. But you got everything else. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like granted, work is sucks, right? And if you got something that's manual or you got to do like hard labor, it's terrible. But you still got to come home, right? And like if you can imagine. If you didn't have your partner, you did all that hard ass work at work, and then you came home and had to do everything by yourself, life would suck. So like when you get home, if you can chip in a little bit here and there, then it goes a long way. And I think your partner, when they see that, they're drawn more to you and want to do more things to help ease your load if they can, which goes a long way.
Super long way.
Yeah.
It's tripped out how small things, because I remember having this conversation with Tiff, and she was like, when you leave your shoes in the middle of the floor, it hurts my feelings, and it makes me feel like you take me for granted. I'm like, dang, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about, okay, we got to pay this gas bill. The gas bill is triple. Woo, woo, woo. I'm not thinking about them shoes. So it's like, just different viewpoints on what's going on. But like,
Yeah, but you won't know that unless you have conversation, right? Yeah. And then it may be a situation where it happened once. She felt that way, happened again. Now, at some point, you start thinking like it's intentional. Like, I'm putting these shoes on the floor on purpose. Like, I cleaned up and he's going to come in and put his shoes in the middle of the floor. And then it becomes, that's why I say you talk about war in times of peace, right? It's better to say, hey, when you leave your shoes out, I don't know if you noticed, but like, this is how it makes me feel. And then that gives you some insight on, okay, all right, look, I know I got a behind. But then you can say, look, you know what? I understand that. I left my shoes out, and it wasn't intentional. Wasn't trying to hurt you. I was just I had a lot of things on my mind. Now you can share what was on your, now you're having conversations and now you guys can be partners in what's going on. Because a lot of times we're both partners are holding on to things that they're stressed about.
Yeah.
And trying to like, oh, I don't want to stress him out. I know he got a lot going on, so I'm not going to tell him. And you on the flip side are like, man, I'm supposed to be providing and protecting. Like I can't share that. Well, like I saw Shaq on, he was on The Pivot.
Okay.
He's talking about if he had struggles, his woman would never know. Like that's whatever's going on with him is for him to take care of. He would never share it with his woman. I'm like, I don't know, man, because
you single, brother.
It's very tough to say that because I think Shaq comes from a different space in saying that. I don't think as an adult he's ever had a need for finances. Like he's always been able to provide as an adult because he went from college to making multi-millions of dollars, right? If we're talking about financial provision, right? So he isn't having the stresses necessarily like how this bill is going to get paid. But there's some stuff that's going on.
For sure.
Team drama, you're not playing the way you want to, you got injuries. There's some stuff that you should have been sharing and having conversations about. But when you alienate your partner and you're trying to take it on all by yourself, somebody's going to crack and it's probably going to be you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like there's only so much you can hold, but that's his thing. And again, he is single. Like, I think in a situation like that, I don't know. I can only speculate on somebody's relationship, but as far as I know, they was together as long as he was playing, right? And then him and Shawnee is her name.
Yeah, Shawnee O'Neal.
He retired. Maybe a year or two later, they split up, right? So you can mask all that stuff as long as you stay busy, right? Like you hiding away from it. He's constantly traveling on the road. He's at practices or whatever, right? So the stuff that's going on with him is not real. They're living almost two separate lives together. But then once that game ended, and he was at home all the time with all that drama, like, hey, that relationship don't work no more, right? Because like now you got some real beat. Like first of all, now you leaving them big ass size 22s in the middle of the floor. It's a problem, right? Before it didn't matter because we put him away. He gonna be gone for the week, and then it's not a big deal. So I think we have to like using that as an idea and an example. Like, hey, you do have some things, even though you're trying to handle them. You may be responsible for handling them. Like, not that you're sharing them with her so she can handle them, but just like so she has some awareness of what's going on with you.
Let her know. Yeah.
So that she don't add to the things that you have going on, or she can provide you. Like women are multipliers, right? She may provide you with a solution or a different perspective that you hadn't gone about, like you hadn't thought about.
Yeah.
Right. Like she may have the answer to the word problem. Because you know what I mean? Because you're not seeing it that way. And she's able to see it a little bit differently, or at least give you another thought around it. She could be completely wrong and be like, hey, that's not how we're going to do it.
Right.
But at least you have another perspective.
That's for sure. I was thinking when you had brought up Shaq, going back into the past, you had posted, and it's kind of off topic, but you had posted a clip on Forfeit Fatherhood. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check it out. Great podcast. But you had posted a clip of Shaq, and Shaq was talking about, I have to take care of my mother. I have to take care of my brother, make sure my sister's okay. I'm not worried about me. I got to take care of everybody. And you were like, yeah, that's how it is. And I was like, nah, that sounds insane.
Yeah.
I understand the feeling of responsibility of having to, help mom, dad, whoever out, but everybody's grown. I got to make sure I'm cool because I need myself strong enough to be tip top for not just myself, but for my wife and for my children. So as much as I want to make sure I do everything for my mom and do everything for, whoever in my family is not able to take care of themselves fully and may need me, I got to take care of me first. Rod got to take care of Rod first.
Agreed.
We kind of transferred into the group chat right quick with that. But yeah, man, I forgot. I always want to say that once we had a podcast one day. But
yeah, you know what though? And I agree with you. Like you have to fill your own cup first, right? Because you can't pour from an empty cup. But I think that what he was, and now hearing more about it, like I agree even less with him. But I think at that time he was talking a little bit. I don't know. I thought about it. I've thought about it since I posted that, and I wonder, does Shaq, when he's saying that, is he also though seeking out consult somewhere else, right? Like he's not. We say I'm not worried about Shaq, like because he's his life is pretty sad. You know what I mean? Like so, okay, mom's ain't working, so you got to make sure you take care of her. His sister I think the sister he was talking about was the one that ended up dying. So he was talking about, got to make sure she can't go to work. Got to make sure we take care of her. And he probably has a laundry list. He got 1 million kids, and like he probably got a laundry list of people that he's responsible for.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I think he was to some degree saying what you're saying is like, because I have to provide for them, I do have to take care of me, but I can't be worried about me. Like I need to make sure that I'm taking care. I'm not going to put words in Shaq's mouth. What I would say if I were him in that particular instance, saying those exact words would be, I'm not worried about me because I'm taking care of me. I'm worried about them because I know I'm going to take care of myself. Okay. Right? I know I'm going to do what I need to do to make sure I'm okay. But I know that they don't have the resources to do it.
I got you.
Or if they don't have the understanding of what X, Y, and Z takes to do whatever their goal or dream is. That's probably not the case. From hearing more of his conversation, that's not the case. Shaq is just like, I'm Superman. I can handle anything. It's like, there's people who have it worse than me. So whatever's happening with me don't matter. I'm just going to take care of people. That's what it sounds like now. And that don't sound healthy. So I would highly suggest that if he isn't already seeking some kind of help somewhere, that he should be talking to somebody and not just on podcasts, right? Like you should have somebody impartial that you're having conversations with that you can just share openly and honestly that don't have anything to gain from you, right? Like I feel like Shaq at the level he's at, everybody he talks to, like there's just regular people have something to gain from Shaq, right? I think a therapist who has a set fee is like $200 an hour or whatever it is. They're not asking, Shaq coming? $5,000 an hour. Like they got a set fee. They're talking to Shaq the same way they're talking to little Millie from the grocery store. Like the conversation that they're having is not the same, but they're charging the same rate. So they're not looking for more out of him because it's him. Versus like if he were to just share with somebody else, right? Everybody, that's got to be a terrible feeling. Oof. To feel like everybody you talk to is looking to get something from you. I can only imagine that's an awful feeling if you're able to connect with it. But yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with not taking care of yourself and only taking care of or being concerned with other people. But a lot of men pride themselves on that. Right? Yeah. A lot of men pride themselves on being a sacrificial lamb of the family and like, this is what I had to do. I had to give this up, or I had to, I got to sacrifice for my family. But
they die in their 60s.
Yeah. Heart failure.
You're not doing that.
Nah. And I think about it differently too. Like I used to say stuff like that or feel kind of that way, but now I think of it differently. Like mindset wise, it's not a sacrifice, it's an investment. And that investment may be time, maybe energy, but there at some point is going to be a return on that investment. And that doesn't mean that I'm like going into it waiting for something to come back to me. Right, like I can't wait till this. I just dropped 20,000 in Bitcoin. It's about to go up.
Come on, baby.
Like I'm not looking to pull any profits for me. Like I don't have any. The profit for me is being able to invest into that person. Right, like I'm getting my profit right now. Right, like when I sit down with my daughters and we have conversations, I'm gaining right now. Right, and the idea is that they gain later. Like they get the return on investment.
Exactly.
For me, the profit is right now in the moment.
Right? Yeah, no, I agree. I love that. That's what's next on the agenda, man?
Just jump in the group chat.
Okay.
Because it kind of goes along with what we're talking about. So like, we might as well. Well, what I wanted to talk about, you may have something different, but what I wanted to talk about is kind of along the same line. So we can kind of stay there, and then we can get up out of that in a second. So I had shared. We talked about this in one of the previous episodes. I'm sharing memes with Mike all the time, and I think he felt like convicted because he been like replying
Hey,
back, little smiley faces, thumbs up.
I'm trying, man.
I'm taking it. I'm taking
Communication.
I pulled back some, right? It went from like 40, 50 a day to like 10, 15, like really choice. Like they got to be good.
Live on the podcast. We gonna see
how many a day it was.
Nah. Just what we got today. What we got today. Okay, it's only 6.
I didn't send you nothing today, did
I? 9 hours ago. 9 hours ago.
Bro. That's from the community.
Oh, you got no. Look for okay. No. You can call me coach. Oh, that's 4. Oh, that's 21 hours. That's 21 hours.
I don't send nothing.
And another Rod Richard. Oh, so.
That one.
That's 2 days ago. You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
See, listen, I got
not
better.
Bad. Okay.
I learned.
But I didn't get no replies to the ones that I sent you, though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if that's true. That may be false.
It might be. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, you had to scroll back and see.
Let me see. But anyway, I'm looking at what you got right now.
Yeah, you put a thumbs up on this one.
I did.
So this is from at War Paint Journal. I don't even follow. I don't know how it came up, but so it says, I heard someone say I don't celebrate my wins because in my head I was supposed to do it. And honestly, that hit. So many of us move through life like that. We downplay our milestones because they feel like basic expectations. No celebration, no pause, just on to the next thing. But the truth is, even the things you expected from yourself are still achievements. You showed up, you followed through, that counts. Let yourself be proud.
I love that, man. I mean, I think we talked about it on the first episode when I said that you were insane and crazy for, you know what I'm saying, trying to have a even kiltered life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't let the highs be too high. Don't let the lows be. Nah, man. If it's high time, we high. We Snoop high. If it's low, then we getting low. We low John low. Whatever we got to do. Where we at is where we're at. In the median, the average, we gonna be a nice, decent level. So, you know, like, yes, my daughter is supposed to graduate, you know, or supposed to be moving from 6th grade to 7th grade. But You know what? We're celebrating that.
Right.
We're gonna celebrate that. I'm supposed to get a driver's license when I turn 16. But when I get it, we are celebrating that. Things that are normal, like should be normal. Yeah, we can still celebrate.
Yeah, you know what? All right. So in those instances, right, you talked about like a school promotion, graduation, driver's license. Those are all things that happen when you're young. We graduate from high school, graduate from college, people celebrate you. When do you think it stops, though? Because at some point, like, people stop cheering for you, right? I think a lot of times, naturally, when you're a child and you do something, you learn to walk the first time, everybody celebrates. First birthdays, your birthdays are super important when you're young. Then you hit certain age where not only society-wise, the people aren't celebrating your wins like that anymore.
Yeah.
You start to get to a point, like I say all the time, like my birthday was like a Tuesday. It was like a normal Tuesday. You know what I mean? And I don't traditionally want to do anything big for it because it's not that it's another day, but it's another day. And so at what age or what point do you think that happens for us? You know what I mean? Because I don't remember thinking to myself, all right, I'm 18 now, no more celebrating, you know?
Yeah.
But it kind of just naturally happened where it was like, this is what you're supposed to do. And so when I do it, all right, next thing.
I don't think it's a particular age for anybody. I think it's just when you get older, we start to deal with more of the stuff that we got going on for ourselves, I think. So as far as like when you're younger, like, oh yeah, I can, yeah, way to go, you did it, right? But now I got a whole lot of stuff going on and we're older in age and you just went on a date night and I'm like, so? Right? But it's kind of like, why not celebrate that? I mean, me and Tiff, we celebrate when y'all, you know, have it all. Let's throw day on the day. Okay, dope. Good. Understanding how much that affects a marriage, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's a beautiful thing. There's so many people that aren't taking date nights.
Right.
To a point to where back in the day, like me and Tiff, we were in this couples class at our church, and there was a lot of older couples, and they were like, make sure you take your date night. And we were looking at each other like, these corny old youngers, corny. And then you get older, you're like, oh man, thank you, Jesus, we got a date night. You know what I'm saying? Like that date night be hitting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think you just get into your own things, and then you just start, you have your own issues, and we forget to be the main character. We forget to celebrate our wins. And I'm just here to remind you, celebrate your wins.
Yeah.
I'm here to remind me, celebrate my wins. I want you to celebrate my wins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Pick me up. Like, what? I mean, I just texted you, what, was it earlier this week? I think it was earlier this week. And they were just like, yeah, you know, what's going on with you, Mike? What's happening? How you doing? I'm like, oh, everything's good. My blood pressure is now at a normal level. You know, so hopefully soon enough I'll be able to get off this medication. And you were like, hey, let's go. Like, my blood pressure is supposed to be at a regular level. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just like, damn, that felt good. And it was just like, okay, let me keep going.
Yeah.
Let me keep going. So, nah, man, celebrate me, man, for the little things. I'm gonna celebrate you. Let's go. Celebrate yourself.
Everything deserves celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I think you're right that when we have so many different things going on and so many thoughts in our head, like the stuff that we're supposed to do, I think it's worse as men, but I think the stuff we're supposed to do just gets like, okay, whatever, you did it, keep moving. Cause there's another thing coming. Right. And I think that's what adulting is. It's like, once you finish one thing, something else is coming. No matter how good you do at it, no matter bad you do at it, something else is coming. And so we just like, all right, what's next? But I think we do need to celebrate the small stuff, right? Celebrate the milestones, celebrate the big things. Like we need more celebrate. Like we need more celebrations because life is hard. And nobody makes it out alive. Like we all are going to end this thing in the same way. So we might as well celebrate when we have the opportunity to, because we definitely will share when life is tragic. We'll share when things are going wrong. We'll spend time having pity parties together, talking about the presidents, talking about what's going on.
Yeah.
But then, you know, somebody get a promotion at work and we're like, oh, you're supposed to do that. Or you complete it. Not even the promotion, because the promotion might be big, right? But like, yo, we just completed 37 days. Nobody got injured at work. Yeah, like, yeah. You know, like, something small, you know?
Right.
Listen, I was having trouble getting up, hitting snooze, but the last few days I've been getting up on time, no problem. Like,
I'm saying.
That's like little stuff, right? That's not the case. In reality, I can't.
Yes, this brother be up at 4 a.m. before the sun comes up.
I can't. Like, it's weird now. It's like I set my alarm and somehow I wake up before it goes off. Like no matter what time I set it for, it just, I don't know. My body's really in tune with time apparently. But
you ain't from here.
It's just the little stuff, right? Like the little things. I think we have to get past what society is doing if we want to be better.
Yeah.
Right. Because in order for society to work, everybody has to be a certain way. Right. If we are in the system where you're rewarded for everything, well then people are going to do, if you get rewarded for the small things, people will do more small things, right? But in this society, we need everybody to do something big, or at least be attempting to do something big, or to buy into the fact that they're trying to do something big. So we can't celebrate it unless you do something huge. But we do little stuff every day. Getting together to create this podcast today is something to celebrate,
right?
Because it wasn't in the books. Like like getting everything to line up the way it lined up for us to be in this room together deserves celebration.
There you go.
Right.
Just don't tell my job
what
exactly day it is. I'm supposed to be sick.
Right. And not only that, but like you listening to the podcast or watching the podcast, like you being able to find the time, as busy as your life is, or finding a podcast that is going to give you the information, give you the game that we're giving, deserves celebration, man.
For
like,
sure.
yo, I just finished the episode. Like at the end when we be like, yo, you just finished the episode of whatever. Like that's the celebration, right?
Right
we just got to the end of the Grown Man Gang podcast, man. Pat yourself on the back.
Boom.
Like you made it. We made it. God bless us with another day, another episode. Like that kind of stuff is small, but it's like just the little things, right? Like what did I say? Crumbs make cake.
Oh yeah.
Right? You get enough crumbs together, you got you a nice little slice of cake. Celebrate those small things. Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, you got anything else from the group chat?
No. I'm good.
So I guess that we can, from that, we talking about celebrations, right? I guess we can roll right into congratulations, brother.
Yes, sir.
And you stole mine and you said it just a second ago. So I got to think of something else to congratulate you on, because I was going to congratulate you on the blood pressure thing.
Hey, that's cool. Hey, listen, I just told you, go ahead, big me up some more, man.
Yeah, that's dope, right? Because a lot of people get, diagnosis or they go to the doctor and they hear some news that they don't want to hear, and they take it and they just run with it, like that's just it. Like, oh man. And then that becomes like their identity or the thing, right? Like, I just got high blood pressure. But like hearing that and being like, nah, that ain't me. Nah, I'm gonna fix that. Like that, I don't even like how that sound. That jacket don't fit good on me. Like,
nah.
And then not only feeling that, but then taking action. And I think that's always the biggest thing is like we complain a lot, but people who are taking action don't complain.
Yeah.
Right. And so if you want to complain, that's fine. Like that's your personality. You're a complainer. People don't want to talk to you because you're always complaining. Or you can be the person to take action. And so I want to congratulate you on taking action and seeing the progress from the action that you've taken. Right. And encourage you to continue taking action, because we need you around here, big dog.
Hey.
You know what I mean? The longer we can keep you around, the better. You're already a little long in the tooth. But you know what? You out here dyeing your beard. No,
yo, the haters are always going to hate, y'all. They always going to hate.
No, you know what I mean.
I might pluck a gray or two, but ain't no dye, baby.
No, but in all seriousness, I congratulate you on making sure that you are doing what you need to do to take care of your health, because there's a lot of us that listen. Grown man game, young fella, and I got to get better at this, and we all got to get better at this. Go see the doctor, man. Like more than because listen, if you're and my wife is gonna get on me because I don't go enough, but we're paying for insurance.
Yeah,
already paying for it. They taking it out your check. Dog, you ain't even got a chance to like see the money first before they get it.
It's gone.
If you paying for it, right? Go see the doctor. Like go, just drop in and make an appointment for no reason at all. Why are you here today, Mr. Richard? I don't know. You tell me. Let's run some tests. Let's see what's going on. Let's make sure that everything is running the way it's supposed to, because a lot of us find out too late that something is wrong with us, right? Like you go in and you find out that everything is the things that you could have reversed. You can't because you've gotten too far. So grown man game, man. None of us like going to the doctor because they always got bad news, or they tell us something we already know. So It's like, yeah, well, I'm gonna go spend my time. That's why I didn't want to go to the doctor with my foot. Is because they were like, I just knew they were gonna tell me rest, ice, elevate, and she did say that, but then she gave me some other stuff to do, which I wouldn't have known on my own. So you got to go see him. It takes some time, a couple hours because they take forever. And get seen, man, because it's super important. And I think, not enough of us are doing it, and not enough of us are telling other brothers to do it.
Facts. I 100% agree, man. And with that being said, let me go ahead and congratulate you, sir. So, we've been talking about you pulling back from work and chilling and, spending more time at home and all those beautiful things. And I've watched you do that. I've also watched you creep back into work a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But you partner with some of your buddies and, you created a training gym for softball. And lo and behold, y'all was smashing it so much that you've got more clients coming, and now you got like 3-4 other facilities. Now I'm praying for you to figure out how to work that time in and make that work, for your schedule for Ari and the girls. But yeah, that's amazing, dog.
Yeah. Well, thank you, man.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you. It is. Like I wasn't. The thing about the whole gym is like no part of it was something I was seeking out. Like at no point, when I left, because I was working at a gym. When I left that gym, I was like, I'm never doing this again. And it was more, it wasn't the gym specifically or the gym culture or the gym, like working as a coach or manager or facility or whatever. that part I always loved. It was the amount of time that goes into it.
Yeah.
Right. And the amount of energy that goes into it. And I tell people this all the time. When you're the coach, it's like being a headliner at a concert. But that concert is 5-6 hours in a row. Right. Because like I got to go out to this group of kids and I got to coach. I gotta light my hair on fire and coach for an hour. Right. Like I gotta share everything. I got to be in the mix. I got to do some exercises. I got to coach people up. And then 5-6 hours of that. So when I get home, like it's not like a super physical job. Like I'm not lifting a bunch of stuff, but it's mentally draining. It's emotionally draining because kids want to talk to you about their problems. And then depending on the day, there is some physical, like I do have to demonstrate some exercises 100 times a day. Right. You know, so it gets to be difficult. And so that's the part I was like, I'm never going to go back to do that. Like I coach differently now. But I'm still a pretty decent coach. Business partner is pretty decent coach. So it just draws more attention. And so now for both of us, because he's got 3 kids, I got 2, trying to navigate like taking on business without losing family.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the toughest part. Because even right now, we're supposed to be setting up a couple of meetings, more shadowing. We're supposed to go to the other facilities and like spend the day there. And their hours don't work. Their hours are different than ours.
Okay.
So it's like, how are you gonna get there? Like, I can do it now because I'm off work technically, and it's like summer, so I can go. But like during the normal school year, it was like, yeah, we open up at 8 a.m. We got kids here. We got a pro athlete. I'm like, yeah, I know that life. Like, I don't need to show up for that. I've been there. I know what that is. But they need, like, in order for it to succeed, I need to be there. And so, yeah, I do have to navigate how to do that successfully without taking time away from family. So I'm thanking God for the blessings. And I'm also asking him for guidance at the same time.
Right, yeah.
Like how to do this in a way that I don't end up helping some other person reach their potential and shortchanging my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I appreciate the congratulations though. Cause I even just now I downplayed it, it's like, some people just came and gave us, but it's kind of a big deal,
So it's a really big deal, man.
So I'm appreciative for the opportunity, but I'm trying to, practice humility and be humble about it and make sure I go about it the right way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I always say this, be humble, but also be confident.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Every once in a while, you gotta pop out and show niggas.
You know what I'm saying?
Just talking about that reminds me. So when we started back up, so me and my partner have taken, between the two of us, I think I took like 3 years where I wasn't coaching anybody. I had a couple of like pro guys, but like I didn't have anybody in the youth community. And he was kind of the same. He was doing some stuff, but not really doing some stuff. So when you pop back in, like this group of people maybe didn't have athletes that were playing the sports when we were heavily in the game, right? And so now we just look like 2 new guys.
Right, they don't know.
And then like one of the dads, we had like a parent meet and greet. And one of the dads was like, well, why would they choose you guys to? And I like, and I heard, I understood, like I can empathize, like, because it was asking a genuine question. And I started thinking to myself, like I ran down a list in my head of all the accomplishments that we have together. I'm like, bro, we got like 50 years of experience between the 3 coaches that we have. We got an athlete at every college in the U.S., every D1 college for sure. And then obviously you got D1, D2, D3. We had a player in every major league organization at one time. Mm-hmm. Like every MLB team, we had coached a guy on that team at some level.
Pop your collar, son.
I'm like, dog, and I was trying to be cool about it. I was like, yeah, well, I mean, they wouldn't have brought us on if we weren't qualified. But if you like, I can share a resume with you. To like, like we can give you a list of players, like all the girls that you see on TV. Yeah, I work with them. And he's like, okay, all right, we'll take your word for it, sir. Like, but sometimes you do, you like, that's one of those celebration things. Like when we don't even think about it. The AUSL, which is American Unified Softball League. It's a new softball league in America. There was one previously. This one's like big because they got MLB backing. They had their draft earlier this year, and like 4 of the first 5 players drafted, we trained at some point.
Dang.
And I was like, damn. So I called him and I was like, man, did you see that? He was like, yeah, but nobody knows. Like nobody knows, but the girls know, right? Like the girls that we train know, and the people that have been around and their parents know. But like as far as the softball world is concerned, we look like the new guys. We new booties in here. Like, nobody knows who we are.
That's crazy.
Lightly disrespectful, but it's cool. I'm trying not to take it personal sometimes when people are like, oh, we're gonna go train over here. And I look at it and I'm like, I train that guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
That we're at that point now in my career where I coach your coach. Mm-hmm. And then the girls are always like weird about it because we watch softball on TV and like the coaches, literally the coaches on the field, I coached them when they were playing. Like, you're so old. But
your children will definitely humble you.
Yeah, they will.
You don't need nothing but children if you want to be humble.
Oh man, this one is just a quick story, and then
all right, break it down. We get into
it. So this year I coached Reach's softball team, and pregame as a manager, you go meet the umpire, and he had his mask on already. Typically they had a mask off, but he had just umped a game, so he came straight over from the other field, had his mask on, and so he's looking down his paper, and I start talking, and he just looks up. And he looks up again. He goes, Coach Rod, flipped his mask off and started giving me a hug. And the other coach is standing there like, what's going on here, man? And he was like, hugging me. And we started talking. And I coached this kid from the time he was like 8 until he went to college. So he ended up playing played at UCR and ended up finishing up at La Sierra. But now he's going to be, he's moving to Connecticut. He's a firefighter now. Okay. But he's like obviously umping on the weekends for a little extra money. But like the girls are like, who is that guy? I was like, oh, I coached him when he was a kid. And he was like, that man with the mustache and the beard? That grown man? I was like, yeah, the umpire? You coached the umpire? You're so old. Dang. And I was like, he ain't even that old. He just looks old. But yeah, it's crazy. That happens a lot. But again, it just is what it is. Be humble.
Be humble.
Yeah.
Sit down. Be humble. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. Be humble. But you got to pop your collar every now and then, man. It was years before I learned, oh, yeah, I used to, do a strength and conditioning coach for the Mets. And, you know what I'm saying? But I left because I had my baby and I just wanted to be home more. Like, wait a minute. The Mets? Like the New York Mets?
Yeah.
I've been hanging around a real one for this long. He ain't said nothing about it, man. But yeah, man. So take your wins. Be a good partner, not just a provider.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of grown man game in this episode. Obviously, being a partner versus a provider, or not versus, both, right? Being both a partner and a provider.
Yeah.
And understanding that their lines are blurred, right? Like there's lots of ways to provide, right? And so try to provide in all the ways that you can. There's some ways that you may not be well equipped to provide in right at the moment.
Yeah.
Get better at those, right? Understand that a partnership is involving 2 or more people, right? It's not a partnership if it's just you or if it's just her. And so as a partner, most people understand that in a partnership, 2 people are responsible for what happens in that partnership. And so you have to do a good job of making sure you connect with your partner on what their goals and dreams and whatever, right? And celebrate the small stuff, man. Celebrate the wins along the way.
For sure.
Because we definitely will hear about the losses, right?
For sure, man. And with that being said, Rod, where can they find us on all the socials, brother?
Man, so on Instagram, at the Grown Man Game Podcast. Sorry, not at Grown Man Game Podcast.
Okay.
I think that's where we're at primarily, right?
Okay.
And then YouTube, Grown Man Game Pod. If you want to email us at Gmail, Grown Man Game Podcast at Gmail. If you got questions, you got things you want us to cover.
Come on, hit us up.
Make sure you shoot us a message, and we'll be on all the streaming platforms, right? Whatever streaming platform you're listening on right now, make sure you subscribe on that one. Make sure you share the episode with another brother that wants to get better as a man. Share with one of the YNs that you know, right? Like, cause they need some grown man game. But no, I think that covers all of the places they could find us. I think if not, they'll be all linked in the show notes. Yeah. So you'll be able to catch that and make sure you like, share, subscribe. That's the typical stuff they say, right?
Yeah.
For sure. Smash that like button.
right here.
Right.
Yeah, but all right, y'all, we're going to get up out of here and hope you enjoyed the game because we enjoyed giving it and sharing it with each other. Yeah. So, still sharp and still, man.
There it is.
We out of here.
Grown man gang. GMG. What up, Rod?